Hey, episode 74 of the Nashville Artist Podcast is now out, featuring Foundation Mecca. Foundation is a rapper, hill-hop artist, and producer. He shares childhood memories of WWE wrestling, Hey Arnold, and Grand Theft Auto, along with his love for action figures from Toys R Us. Discover his journey from performing 50 Cent's Indie Club at a talent show to his disciplined creative tactics, like writing a song every day for 100 days. For tranquility, he likes to meditate to André 3000's mesmerizing flute album, New Blue Sun. Reflecting on his musical roots, one of his first cassettes was Eazy-E's Louisville Slugger. Foundation emphasizes the importance of intentionality, humility, network, and serving others. You can support him by streaming his music and purchasing it on Audius or Bandcamp. Influences including Jay-Z, 50 Cent, Nas, Tupac, Nelly, Missy Elliott, Lil Wayne, André 3000, Michael Jackson, Eminem, and Ludacris. Experience the captivating world of Foundation Mecca, his mission to fill a void in the music industry, and how you can contribute. Enjoy the podcast episode. So what have you been up to today?
Man, I've been up to a lot, man. I went for a walk, saw a bunch of content. Went to the studio, got some work done there, recorded a brand new song. Worked on some more stuff.
Make sure.
Yeah, I went to the studio, worked on some mixes, and worked on a new song and just vibed out.
Nice. And where is the studio? You said it's home?
Yeah, HOME, helping our music evolve.
Where's that at?
615 Main Street, right there in Hawkers, Greco's area.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Main Street Gallery.
That's awesome. 615 Main Street.
Exactly.
They got the good address.
They did. Well, you know, there's a center next to it called 615. Center 615. That's what
Center 615.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, you want to strike up the...
Hey, let's do it.
Let's
do it, man. Now we get this lighter.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we abundant. Flames everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. We'll get started here. Hey everyone, welcome to Nashville Artist. I'm Jordan, and today Foundation Mecca is here.
What's up?
Oh,
How you
yeah.
doing, man? How you feeling?
Yeah, dude. Thanks for coming over and doing this.
Man, thanks for having me.
Yeah. So where are you from?
I'm from Pegram, Tennessee, originally. By the way of Nashville, Tennessee. So, you know, raised in the country. It's like one street light, small town, but a lot of family there, you know what I'm saying? It's a predominantly white town, but you see somebody black, it's more 9 times out of 10 my cousin.
Yeah.
It's how small it is. But I went to Harper High School in Keystone Springs and stuff, but also lived in Nashville my whole life as well, due to my mom living here. And she moved a lot, so as we was kids. So we lived on the east side, started off on the south side, Nashville, St. Martin Square, and we kind of just moved around. Went to East Nashville, lived there a couple times, West Nashville, even North Nashville. Then I moved back to the country the rest of my high school years.
Oh, wow.
Junior high up.
Wow. Do you have any siblings?
I have 2. I have a brother and a sister.
Nice. What are their names?
Rico and Tony.
Nice. Are they also into art and music?
My brother is more so. Yeah, my little brother is. Yeah.
What does he do?
Well, he's a rapper as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that Rico?
Yeah. He's dope, man.
Are you?
Free my brother Rico. He's incarcerated right now, but free my brother Rico. Yeah, man. Shout out to him. Shit, bless us. Holding him down out here.
Yeah. What about your sister? Is she into art and music?
Not so much. She's like, look, more independent, doing like, entrepreneur type shit.
Are you the oldest?
Yeah, I'm the oldest. Yeah, man.
What about your parents? Were they into art and music?
I'll say my grandparents was, and my mom. She always was always the newest. It was like the '90s. I'm an '80s baby, so she would all listen to all the early '90s stuff, neo soul to hip hop records. I mean, to the point, my first cassette I ever had. Notice I said cassette. For the kids out there, cassette is a tape they used to have. It's like magnetic. You know what I'm saying? It has the brown strip
on it. It's like
the
VHS for music,
basically, and you put it in the tape deck, and vibe out for CDs. So basically, cassettes. My first cassette was Eazy-E, Louisville Slugger. It was like the most violent, gangster ass music you could hear. But I had it. It was like 9 years old. Listening to Eazy-E. But my first CD, me and my brother's first CD, and my sister's first CD, or more so me and my brother, was California Love. It was the CD with the single, the radio edit, and it had the instrumental as well at the bottom. Yeah, that was a vibe. That's how we started learning how to like kind of freestyle with the instrumental. Like it was like really the first time just diving into like being that creative musically. Because we always was raised on like Temptations, my grandparents.
Oh yeah.
Motown.
Like
my grandma would play Motown on Saturdays, right? While we clean the house and shit, and she cooks. And then Sunday, she would play all gospel music. So I grew up in both households where you got the R&B, 90s, neo soul, hip hop, gangster rap, and then I got Motown and gospel music at my grandparents' house. And also, you know how you got households. It's like, are you a Michael Jackson fan or you're a Prince? Which one are you? I grew up and literally both of them was playing. Same day, same hour. You know what I'm saying? So it really was no differences. You know what I'm saying? It was like, good music is good music.
It's awesome. So what were you into as a little kid?
I mean, I was into a bunch of things. Wrestling, WWE, shit, Hey Arnold, Grand Theft Auto, the first one, and the old one when you see it from an aerial view is like one dimensional.
Oh yeah,
it's like 2D or some shit.
Yeah, you're looking at it like from the above,
exactly.
Like
that was the weirdest shit, but it was fun. It was like, shit. Mario, man, we grew up to Mortal Kombat, Streets of Rage. If we're talking about games and shit like that, that's what I was interested in. Also, action figures and Legos. And
oh yeah, what action figures?
Man, we had all the WWE. We got spoiled. My grandmother like took us to tour us like every Saturday. Like take us to Shoney's. She spoiled us. And definitely made a worthwhile childhood for real. Like we came up with like different character scenes, and it is big in our imagination to have Legos and build like the whole world out of fucking toys, like parts and shit. So, but that's what we was into. You know what I'm saying? Sticks, playing outside. Skipping stones. We country kids too, so
yeah,
skipping stones and going outside playing monsters with the sticks and shit.
Oh yeah,
just using our imagination. On rocks and shit.
So, what other action figures? You said wrestlers.
Oh man, we had Power Rangers.
Power Rangers.
Come on, bro. Power Rangers was definitely the move. We had the big Power Rangers too, where you could flex the arms. And that was that was the one. We had the blue one, the yellow one. My sister had a yellow one, and my brother had a red one. I think I was I was always Billy, and he was always the other guy. No, he was always Billy, and I was always Jason. Yeah, it was
The
like
silver one?
Yeah, no, not the silver one. It was the blue one. What was the blue one? The blue guy's name? Blue Private.
Brian? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it escapes me.
I
But
remember Jason, I think, is the Silver Ranger.
yeah, but then it was like we wanted to be the Green Ranger. That was the Tommy. That was the new
Tommy.
shit. That was the shit.
Right? Damn, dude. Man, that takes me back because when I was younger, I was also really into action figures.
Yeah,
I'm like Star Wars ones.
Star Wars, man.
Yeah. And then later, I had Lord of the Rings action figures.
Let's see, I had drifted off.
Yeah, exactly.
Way before that time.
I was a kid then. But
I can only imagine the worlds, man.
I was obsessed with I was obsessed with action figures when I was a kid. I had G.I. Joes.
G.I. Joes. I had G.I. Joes as well. G.I. Joes was the ones.
Yeah. Playing with toys when I was a little kid. Just the worlds, like you said, you can make.
Bro.
I would get lost.
Yeah. I would create whole movies.
Yeah, dude, yeah. I always wanted to create like a stop motion maybe with my action figures.
That would have been dope. I have like video and just like Gumby. You remember
exactly. Gumby, dude.
Gumby shit. Dude, Gumby was fun, man. Because it was like he was always in some type of mission.
I know.
And Pokey was just like, okay, Gumby. He was just like just aimlessly following this hero who will make incidents out of nothing.
Right?
It's like the smallest thing would be his biggest obstacle. In the kitchen somewhere or some shit. A big orange is floating. He's like, gotcha.
Right. So, what first got you into art and music?
That's two different questions, two different answers. Got me in art was school, like a fine teacher. I had a fine ass teacher. I can't remember her name, but she basically was teaching art in class, and I was like, I need to be in art class. That what motivated me to be in art and like create and get her good approval from her. Women is the best motivator, right? So the other class, I'm like, I can skip it. But art, I had to be there. You know what I'm saying? I was like, make sure I be in class on time. But for the seriousness of the music was like poetry. You know what I'm saying? Like being involved in poetry. My mama had this book by Tupac called Rose Out of Concrete. It was basically his poems. And I was reading a little bit of that. And then I had this teacher, another finance teacher named Miss Robichaud. All respect to Miss Robichaud. Respectfully. But yeah, basically, it was 7th grade, I believe. And we was reading books by Langston Hughes, poems by him. Flower for Algernon, the movie. A bunch of other poets. And that really got me into like, oh, I can write poetry too. I can actually do something to express myself and get some real emotion and heal myself. It's like really like therapy because I was getting something out of my head, of my heart, onto paper with ink. So it hits different, you know what I'm saying? So that really got me to like art, so poetry and lyrics and playing with words. Then after that, I just got obsessed with like music and like Tupac, Mos Def, Nas, Lil Wayne, Eminem, Missy Elliott, but just people who's like lyrically inclined, but also has like characters, like and like dope ass cadences and flows. Ludacris, you see what I'm saying? People like that influenced me musically. So when I started doing that, I started rapping with my cousin, Frank Nitty. Shout out to Frank Nitty out there, and my little brother. We started this every weekend, just putting instrumentals on and just vibing. This is like a diary, a live diary.
Nice. But you'd put instrumentals on, y'all would just like spit over top of it.
Yeah. Just vibing, just freestyling, getting our levels up, And we were just like mostly just hanging out and just having a job moment. Yeah, it was good.
Nice. How did you start out playing like performing, or how did you do it in middle school?
Oh yeah, I did talent shows.
Yeah.
We did some talent shows in high school. It's like my first time performing in front of a bunch of people in my school. So basically, I had to get a beat together or a song together, and I did 50 Cent in the club. So that was the first time like actually performed in front of my peers and the teachers and not cussing. Well, I've been knowing how to not cuss in my music, but I just flipped and remixed the song in the club. It wasn't the same, almost the same hook, not the same verses. I made it my own song, so it was fun to kind of like take the song that it was hot popping at the time too. It just came out, like it was like almost like a year in. It just came out, still fresh. So when I came with that, I shocked everybody, and I was a popular kid from there. And then second year I did it again. My cousin won that year. He was just dope, and he was in the senior year too, so it was like respect. And then the next year I won it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, good vibes.
Talent show, nice. What at the time, like when you were starting out, what artists, musicians, like were you into? Like
Oh man, like Jay-Z was like definitely into like 50 Cent, Eminem, the whole shady aftermath shit, wherever they had going, G Unit. I was into all that. Nelly, was it Lil Wayne at the time? Probably Lil Wayne at the time. Really always Lil Wayne, because it was just like always my cousin listened to him, my brother may be listening to him, you know, mom may be listening to him. It was just he had an era. Every era had somebody was a fan.
Yeah.
In my family. So you know what I'm saying? It's like when you go that hard, everybody you gonna have your whole era where people like, you know, the Neptunes, like, man, that era, you know that era? Yeah. You can play songs right now from when they first came out and people will go crazy on the dance floor. Certain people, like you got them in that era. You got them. They on the dance floor. You got them.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it may be an old era, maybe a new era, maybe a medium era, but so I think that's the era I was listening to. Anything that was popping, Ludacris in the 2000s. I listen to everything, man. I don't discriminate. If I listen to at least once.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if I really, really like it, I'm probably going to obsess over it and just vibe out to it for a while and then on to the next one. Study it, analyze it, and, you know, study it.
Right. Nice. So why would you say you're drawn to art and music?
Man, that's a good question. I think it's spiritual, man. I really do. I think it's a spiritual thing. I think I always did this somewhere in my past life or whatnot. I think this is like a spiritual thing for us. You know how everybody has a way to express themselves, right? And every artist is chosen in his own right, in their own divine right, to express themselves a certain way, right?
Right.
So it's like, how much can you express yourself through your muse, through your art form? Spirit, it's a spiritual situation. You know, then other people outside of you are catching inspiration and vibes from what you was feeling. You know, and it may heal somebody, it may make somebody sad, it may make somebody happy, may transport somebody to a certain time in life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a vehicle at the same time to express yourself and heal yourself. So I say because it's healing, it's a healing art form, like so many others.
Yeah. How now do you have like routines? How do you develop your skill, your artistic skills?
Yeah, to show up.
What are some of your routines, or like what do you
Literally is wake up, work out, go for a walk, make a smoothie, plan my day out if it's not already planned. And it's like hit the studio, or I had to go to my other job. But then, it was most of the time they hit the studio, record a song, send emails, certain people, music people, and then go find some more money, back to them, get some rest. Like call my sons, talk to them. Actually, it's 11:11. Looking at the store. Bless up, God bless. Give thanks for this moment.
Yes, sir.
Abundance and prosperity, peace, and love, positivity, and light. Bless up. But yeah, so I think it's just having a certain rhythm through the day. And giving gratitude is the first thing I do it for the beginning of the routine. Is give gratitude. As soon as I see sunlight or any light or anything, I just open my eyes and say gratitude. But I think once you start the day off with gratitude, everything else falls into place later on.
Right.
Yeah, man. You can kind of like enjoy being in the present, enjoy being in the now. You're more aware of your surroundings and choices,
Yeah.
which is overall fulfilling.
Right. Start off the day having accomplished something. And the thing that you accomplish is giving thanks for all that you have.
Yeah, waking up.
Some people don't do that. And
some people just wake up and they don't even like think of twice about the day,
where they are and what
it is pacing through life. Not even appreciating certain moments. Like, you didn't see that. You had to slow down. You would have seen that girl. She really likes you, bro. You know what I'm saying? It could have been a one for you. You know what I'm saying? Like anything. There's an opportunity if you was like on the on your rhythm, on your frequency.
Right.
But gratitude is everything, man. If you're in the rut, you know what I'm saying?
Like count your blessings.
Blessings.
Because it always could be worse.
So I was just saying on my Instagram story today.
It could always be worse.
Saying people are getting bombed at this very moment.
Right.
So
yeah, like
forget real quick, but it's like that's why you gotta enjoy the now. Just be present with the loved ones, yourself. It is service. Give service.
Definitely.
To have purpose. You have to give service to have purpose.
Absolutely.
I feel like if you're not using your gift to have service for someone else other than you, it's like you're doing yourself a disservice.
Right.
So yeah, the purpose is that
serve others, bring value to other people's lives.
And it's an ecosystem. It's the eco economy. You know what I'm saying? Ecosystem.
We all want to have something to give to others. So, like, what about like when you do rapping? Do you like usually get like a notepad or like do you listen? Like, how do you?
Yeah, dude, it can go either way, man. I'm such a like free form creative. I don't even like have like it's not a certain because he can come anytime, right? But I have so much access to a studio that I'm utilizing every chance I get. So it can come with a beat I make, and then I gotta buy a melody because I made it and I'm making it intentionally for a certain thing. And I'm like, man, I'm just vibing, and I may get a melody, and then if the mic's right there, I'm automatically writing it on the mic. If that makes sense. I'm like recording and freestyling actually on the mic and come up with melodies, lyrics on the spot. And then you can go from that to actually writing in my phone and putting lyrics to it after I get the melody or hook.
Nice. So
it just depends on the day. Literally.
You kind of start with the melody and then you find the like words.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Or I just may be in the car or walking. I hum a melody or something pops in my head. Like one day, me and my homie Fox, shout out my homie Fox, we co-produce a lot. So he's my drummer as well. Foximus Prime. So we was in the car, just chilling, listening to music, and then it was silent for a moment while he was switching songs. And he came up with a beat. He was like just beatboxing. and I would just start freestyling over the beatbox. And we came up with a whole song called "The Bag Has Landed." It was crazy.
It's called what?
The Bag Has Landed.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, drop it soon. Be on the lookout. Me and Fox and his Prime Foundation. Let's go.
Sick. So, like, of all time, who are your favorite artists?
Favorite artist of all time. I would say my favorite artist of all time would be. That's a hard one, man. I don't think I have one.
Or, I
would
mean,
say me.
Several.
I'm my favorite artist of all time.
You can name more than one.
But oh man, bro, that's hard, man. You can't just spring that question on people. Yeah, we gotta give a disclaimer or something. Oh man, top 5 at least. Nah, I can't do top 5, man. I just like music, but damn, shit. I don't know, because it changes all the time. That's why I'm like,
you can look at your Spotify if you want. Some people do that.
What?
Look at their Spotify or their.
Oh, to see the top artists?
I don't know.
It's literally me. I literally listen to myself.
Well, no, not top artists. I mean, just like whatever you.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I know. It's not like I don't listen to other music. It's just I listen to everything and I get inspired by almost everything. Either it's positive or negative. I turn a negative to a positive. So naming my favorite artist of all time is like it's really hard, man. You got Tupac, you got Michael Jackson. That's definitely up there. Oh man, you got Missy Elliott. I mean, so many, bro. Nas, he's definitely up there. Yeah, I would say I'm gonna throw those out there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm gonna overthink it.
Sure. Have you seen Nas live?
Huh?
Have you seen Nas?
Yep, twice. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, within the last 2 years, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
No, the last 4 years, because he came to Amphitheater. Yeah.
Nice. He came to Ascend?
Yeah, with Nashville Symphony.
Oh, wow.
It was a fucking movie, bro.
Wow.
It was a movie. Yeah. It was like the best way to hear his album, Illmatic. And he did some new ones off the King Disease, I think one.
Man, I saw him with Damian Marley when As We Enter came out.
Let's go.
Like, it was that
summer album, man.
Yeah, dude.
It's a classic.
It was 2010.
Man. I was bumping. Yeah, because it was 2010.
It was Bonnaroo 2010.
When they dropped that album? 2009?
Possibly, or that year earlier.
Yeah, because they did go
because they were on tour.
Right.
Man, it was wild.
Damn, that's crazy. My brother had bought the album. I mean, he bought the CD.
Dude, I just remember
he ordered that bitch. Like,
As We Entered, just banging that song.
Bro, we lived to that album for like a whole 4 years. It was like part of our journey, man. My brother already listened to Damian Marley, and I was listening to him through my brother. He put me on a lot of music. Shout out to Rico, put me on a lot of music, man. Especially like, what was that? What was that? The Promise, with the Jamaican sample in the background. That was dope too. Yeah, man, classic.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. So, how did your album Beyond Category come about?
Man, that's a good question. I would say it came about by COVID. Like COVID era, I was stuck in the house. I just had graduated from SAE or about to graduate from SAE, and we got laptops. It came with Logic, and I'm like, my computer's crashed from my last era of that. It was like pretty much done, and it had Fruity Loops on it. So I was working on Fruity Loops, and then that crashed. Got a computer through SAE, and right after I got a computer at SAE, I started using Logic. And I just bought this pack called Waves bundles, and it had auto-tune. And it was like, okay, this is like first time using auto-tune. And COVID had just happened, so I was stuck in the house in the garage, and basically just like, why not? Why not create music every day? So I gave myself a 100-day challenge: make music every day for 100 days. And I got my ass in shape and like doing conditioning and just going in the studio, showing up every day. If I'm recording like a hook, recording a one line, recording me humming, recording me, just screaming, wherever it is. I'm just like recording, make sure I'm recording every day. I'm trying to make a song a day. That's the ultimate goal. So I learned how to make music really sufficiently and kind of get my sound and like work on my sound, man. Stretch my vocals. I didn't really used to sing. So that was me like practicing being the T-Pain or Kanye or Lil Wayne or Travis Scott type of vibe, and just like seeing what the Future, seeing what they did with it, Kid Cudi, seeing what they did with the auto tune and stuff like that, and just spreading my wings, man.
Nice. What would you say, like the kind of the overall like vibe or what you're talking about? I guess theme
Right.
for that album.
The theme, I would say, the theme is don't put music in a box. Great music is great music. I feel like once you put yourself in the box, you kind of limited the opportunities and the resources that you in your capacity and your potential. Why put yourself in the box when you can literally go to worlds that I haven't been to explore in music yet? Because I want to think of myself by the end of my career, basically, or in my life, as it. I am music. You know what I'm saying? So why not come right from that perspective and don't put a cap on your creativity?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you say inspires your creativity?
Anything. Man, it can be anything. Literally, it can be just waking up, having gratitude, like we talked about. It can literally be my kids. You know what I'm saying? It can literally be something I read on social media. So it can literally be anything, because I'm always inspired by the little things to the biggest things. And because I am in the studio working every day, perfecting my craft, it's easy for me to come up with a song or a melody that can fit a certain experience I had. And a lot of it just comes from like being a vessel.
Nice. How old are your kids?
I got a 14, 12-year-old, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
What
turns 13 later this month, actually.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, man.
What are they into?
Man, sports. Sometimes they have like seasons where they're into like outside stuff, and they have seasons where they're like gamers and
Oh yeah.
want to be content creators or like influencers, and what they say. But like, I got to do some content creating. But it was like Fortnite, Roblox. Oh my God, Roblox and Minecraft and stuff like that, man.
Nice.
Yeah, the dope people, dope little people.
But you said they go outside or like what?
Well, my youngest, he skateboards.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, man, I bought him a nice skateboard last Christmas.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
What are their names?
Noah and Junior. Yeah.
Noah and Junior?
Yeah.
Wow. Which one is which? Noah's the
Noah's the youngest one. Junior's the oldest one.
nice. Yeah. Awesome. Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to the kiddies. The mini-me's.
That's awesome. So how would you best describe the type of artist you are?
Man, I would say versatile comes to mind. Creative, passionate. I say artist who wants to stretch what an artist means to people, and this come from a pure place, and push healing in my music, because I'm healing myself making the music. In a sense, it's my therapy. Music is like how I speak. You know what I'm saying? It's like a language. It's like a culture. It's like a lifestyle. So I feel like I will be like a healing artist. It's not if I'm not just healing people. If people are healed by it, that's a great result. But mostly, I'm healing myself through this music, and hopefully, my kids can be healed from this too. You know,
Yeah.
I'm a hip hop artist, but I'm also a hip hop artist.
Nice. You are.
Yeah, healing people through hip hop. I don't see how you get all that on one paper. It's pretty creative.
Yeah. It helps me stay on top of things.
Did you go back and read it later?
Somewhat.
Oh yeah, it's archival though.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's a little archive, I guess.
I love it.
So, what would you say your strengths and weaknesses as artist?
Man, strengths and weaknesses. That's a good question, man. Strengths, I would say my strengths are consistency, being consistent in what I do. And when I'm really passionate about something, I go after it and make sure I attack and make sure I accomplish that vision. Strengths are definitely I'm a social person, so I can definitely talk to any type of person, wherever, no matter where they come from. I'm like, I can be universal in that way because I came from all backgrounds. I grew up in a predominantly white school, grew up in a predominantly black school, hood school, country school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And mixed schools. So I'm like diverse as far as like I can culturally get along with pretty much anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of course, dope circumstances, but so yeah, I would definitely say that, man, relatable and genuine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And weaknesses, I think weaknesses is I can get sidetracked on so many projects and like have so much amount of music that I get overwhelmed when I'm like trying to perfect all of them. I say because I'm a recovering perfectionist.
Recovering perfectionist.
That's what I get the T-shirt popping. I'm a recovering perfectionist. Yes, I am. Foundation Mecca.
That's awesome.
Nah, but yeah, I put a little no fucks given in there. You know what I'm saying? In my diagnosis, that way I'm like I can just drop a project like a Beyond category or a beat tape like a Light Codes of Awakening at the beginning of the year. I dropped that and it's like a lo-fi vibe. And that was just me like getting it off my hard drive, purging my archives and like, hey, this is not mine no more. It's on record. It's got its life of its own. Let go. And that felt good to release it at the beginning and the top of the year because I needed that release. And then beyond category like me and another release is just like lighten the load. It's not mine no more. Give it to the world.
Right. Yeah.
It's a gift for a reason.
Yeah. Once it's out there, you'll learn all about it.
Effects. You don't know what it's going to do.
Exactly.
Right? You don't know what it's going to impact or heal or 20 years from now because streaming is forever, right?
Right.
It's like essentially streaming is forever. So it's like it's in the universe.
Yeah.
You don't know where it's going to go. And
Sure.
now people think about it. I was thinking about something crazy today. I was thinking about there's people on the other side of the world, right, that don't even know what internet is. The whole nother vast area in some Congo country that will be like a city one day and have internet and have Wi-Fi. They don't have access to no streaming network, let alone Google. You know what I'm saying? So think about 20 years from now when that young generation becomes a city.
Wow.
And like thriving modern and bringing it up to modern speed. That's a whole new fan base. That's a whole new economy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like it's a whole new world. So a whole new world. Right? It is a whole new world though. It's like crazy to think about. But
once it's out there, you don't know who will latch on or like randomly see it. Like
yeah, exactly.
It's like
who's gonna use it for a video or
yeah.
something. People, I didn't expect my music to hit that fucking type of video.
Yeah.
Like that one song you didn't want to get popular.
Right.
It's like, why that one out of all songs? I gotta perform at the Grammys. That was just fun. It's just fun seeing how music, because my music, like the Beyond category, it's like 3 years old. Basically, some of the songs are like 3 years old. Some of the songs are 2 years old. Some of the songs are a year and a half old. So it was like in the making. So how I felt back then may not be my maturity evolution of now. That's why I have to release it so fast, because I have to like catch people up to speed
Right.
my progress, and like I don't want to just be the made it overnight type of shit. It don't work like that, right? So you just gotta like give people your story,
Right.
and you know how you drop it out. Some people do singles. I do albums or projects because I feel like that's an abundance of music people can dive into and become a super fan or a fan or just a supporter or whatever, you know, just overall listener.
Yeah, keep putting it out there. You don't know which one will stick, but each one you learn. So keep going.
Yeah, exactly. And you got data now too.
Exactly.
So
you can look at stuff.
Yeah.
We have it just like metrics we can look at now, or
no, get some more.
Yeah.
And you're right. You have metrics, analytics, and I mean, you can run your own record label if you really have time and people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
good things.
Now that we have access to everyone, basically through, it's equal footing.
Yeah,
everyone can advertise to the world now.
Mm-hmm. Apricot.
Sure. So how long have you been in Nashville now?
Cheers.
Cheers.
I say, been in Nashville off and on my whole life. You know what makes sense? I had a really like diverse childhood where I was back and forth to Pilgrim and Nashville, Bellevue, Dixon, Ashton City. We lived in Kingston Springs. We lived everywhere, like literally. My mom always moved around, so she's a Sag like me. So we always, Sages can never be at one place too long. Sometimes we like to go on adventures. Shout out to moms.
So, like, what has kept you here? I mean, you just decided to stay here.
Oh man, I don't know. It's like a destined thing. Kind of like my spirit hasn't said moved around yet to like late last year. It was like moving around, and that doesn't mean I'm not saying me I'm gonna move, but I may make another city my second home, and like use Nashville as a headquarters. For music distribution, music business, whatever. Delegate my former business musically, or even my family's here, my sons, my kids. So I wouldn't necessarily move here. I mean, move from here, but I'll probably have a secondary house or a secondary place where, because a community, secondary community where I can just like vibe out if I wanted to, stay a couple months, whatever, and just get some work done and then come back to the city and go back to more ordinary life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I feel like, yeah, now is a good time to do tours and like venture out and, capture a region. So it's like, okay, get people branded and, that's like a phrase in the Bible that says, or maybe paraphrasing, it says, noble men don't get the respect they want until they leave their hometown.
Yeah.
So it's like, sometimes you just got to move around. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta go.
There's other tribes too, you know what I'm saying? They want like, could use a, element like you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That tribe, that community,
An outside perspective coming in.
Big facts.
So this might be hard for you to answer, but what would you say is something you've learned living here? What have you learned living here? Might be a little hard since you,
Why I learned living here. I love how you keep asking me questions about apricot.
Yeah, I need to.
Apricot, y'all. I'm telling you the truth. Stop cancer. For real. But actually, there's a tribe in Africa. They eat nothing but apricot seeds, and their whole town, their whole village is cancer free.
Wow.
Like they don't have any signs of cancer. Wow. Like it prevents cancer. You know what I'm saying? Cures it, but it prevents it.
Yeah.
I'm not a doctor. I'm a holistic, aspirationist. That's a word.
Where did you get those apricots?
I got it at this place called Costco's.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So, do you have a favorite venue here?
Man, it's a good question, man. I would love to say aesthetically and like I would say the Analog, the Hutton Hotel. That was like
The
one of the
Analog.
ones. Yeah, it's just got a dope look, man. This is a fly look. And I would say my next one would be part of the East Room. Performed there before for a whole year. I had a residency there, like right before COVID. I had like a 2-year residency there, or 1 year and a half residency there. I decided hip hop because it was only known for like comedy, pop, indie pop, emo night, a gothic night, or something like that, and then rock and roll bands would come there.
Right.
But it was never like a hip hop venue. Like hip hop people just think, I guess since he is a hip hop venue.
Yeah.
So I just came in and just chopped it up with the owners, and they was like, we would love to have y'all here. You know what I'm saying? And came up with some events, and next thing you know, running a hip hop show because I wanted to see more hip hop in Nashville, like more venues like host hip hop. So, and then Cobra, I did the same thing too, and then but now East Room is like a hip hop venue now.
Yeah.
Like it's considered like people would know hip hop to be in that venue often. And then some other people start doing that to me, and it's like, oh wow, it's a trend. Okay, got some hip hop in fucking venues. Yeah, let's go. Off the Broadway too, but I would love to see hip hop on Broadway as well. We promoting that too, y'all. We'll have a petition: hip hop on Broadway.
Hip hop on Broadway, yeah. Dude.
Why not, man? Like, think about it. Hip hop runs the world.
They got DJs.
It's the number one genre. Why wouldn't it be on the number one money making machine, Nashville?
Right.
Downtown. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why wouldn't y'all put that in your Serato? Why would y'all put that on? Y'all covering the songs, Flow Rider. You got them apple bottom jeans and the boots with fur. Y'all covering it, but y'all have no real hip hop acts on downtown.
Yeah.
You having country people do T-Pain and Flow Rider.
Right.
This is crazy.
They'll just like cover random hip hop songs.
Bro, but I will say shout out to Top Notch because he definitely put hip hop on Broadway with a tin roof.
Oh,
yeah, he had events, regular events. A tin roof. It was a hip hop event. And he definitely brought Heru Heru. Shout out to Ideally Conscious Beats. We got an album dropping soon too, so it's gonna be really, really dope. Called Hieroglyphics. Heru Heru. Yeah, we're working on that. But Top Notch. Yeah, I don't know what we were talking about.
No worries. Favorite venue.
Favorite venue. Yeah, Top Notch actually was a DJ for the hip hop nights. It was called the Hill Hop Show.
Hill Hop Show.
Yeah, Hill Hop Show. But we about to do some more ciphers soon as well.
Nice. What is cipher?
So basically, a cipher is like it's almost like tribal. You have a group of people around a circle. It can be spitting spoken word. It can be spitting words of wisdom, affirmations, rapping, playing instruments, basically, and just vibe out with each other. Kind of like a synergy thing. Everybody just vibing off each other and getting different types of inspiration from each other, and just create magic together, basically through whether it's beatboxing, rapping, like I said, spoken word, poetry, words of affirmation, lyrical swordsmanship, whatever you're doing at the time. That's a cipher. It's almost like a 360 collective.
How many people usually come to one of these?
Man, you can be anywhere from 5 to 10 to 15 to 30 to 40 people. Like, it can be big as you want. It's not like a cap, really. It's just everybody just, kind of like what you see tribe members do in Native America in Africa. You know what I'm saying? You see, like, you get around a fire, right?
Right.
It's usually a circle, right?
Yeah.
It's usually they speaking their language, their native tongue to each other over the drum. And he's speaking like words of affirmation over the tribe or blessings over the tribe or whatever. And then they may be singing, and then it's just like everybody started joining in, and it becomes a congregation, and now everybody's like what you see in church,
right?
Same cipher. That's a cipher. So it's going on, or even this me and you conversing like this. That's a cipher.
Nice.
Yeah,
cipher.
We have it right now. But yeah, me and Goldie, we have ciphers every fourth Sundays. We're bringing them back because the last one we had was like November of last year. We're about to bring it back. Shout out to Goldie, Rare Breed, the mayor. Yeah, we call her the mayor. She knows everybody. So
Goldie.
Yeah, we connect.
Do you have a favorite restaurant or food here?
Man, I just had some Thai Eazy-E last night. It was pretty good.
Thai, dude. I love Thai food.
Oh man, favorite restaurant? Is that what you asking the foodie? Shh, that's like the hardest. I mean, I got some favorite. I won't say my favorites. Thank you for clearing that up.
Or I guess I was saying, what do you have favorite food here?
I'll say Velvet Taco's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
I'll say Greco's is like top 5 dead or alive. I'll say
Greco is amazing.
Yeah. I think whatever. Definitely gotta say Gojo.
Oh yeah, injera bread is so
good. Yeah. I'm gonna keep it right there until I think of more.
Cool, dude.
But my mind just went 20 different places, 30 different
places.
Gojo
is so good, dude.
No, it's good. No, not saying no to Gojo. Gojo's definitely dope. Gojo. I would say the Peruvian place, the Wash.
I haven't been there yet.
Chefs, 2 Peruvian chefs is pretty good. And the GG Thai place is good too. They have the crispy chicken.
GG Thai, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty good. But I will say, Zapakas is really good.
Yeah.
Go for it. That's free, baby.
Cool. So, what is some advice you'd give to someone who's going to move here and do art and music?
I would say, don't get stuck in the compliments and the big headedness of being in a small town. As an artist,
don't get what?
Stay humble. Basically, don't get caught in the big headness. Because it's a small town. Everybody's somebody.
Right.
Literally, everybody moves like everybody's somebody. So don't get caught in the LA-ish vibes. Just stay humble and network, meet people. Always act with the service. Like, what can I do for you? And you probably get a bigger return. That's why I've been starting the year off with too. It's like, how can I help you? And the results, bro, try it. I challenge you to try it.
Definitely.
every time you talk to somebody, ask, how can I help you? And you're gonna be like, damn, abundance. It's like a cheat code, but it's really like dope because you are acting with service, you are being genuine about it, you are actually making sure the people, your tribe, your community. It just makes it's like a well-oiled machine. Your ecosystem is the well-oiled machine, but the oil is the service,
right?
For the whole community to operate and work sufficiently. At least that's my theory. But it's proven too in other places too, around the world.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be able to give something that's commodified. We live in a world where the money is the commodity of the world, so you have to be able to render service.
That's so true.
In order to be rewarded by the marketplace.
Give and you receive, that's universal law.
Yeah.
And then say you look at ants. Don't ants give a service? The whole existence is the service.
Yeah, they're all like building things together.
For the queen. Bees, the queen bee, all the workers, they're giving the service as soon as they're born. They're born into the service.
Right.
How crazy is it? It's like it was born for like this particular service. It's like just to come out the womb, just
to create honey for the rest of the tribe.
And that's your resistance. But I guarantee they're probably the happiest bees in the world. We don't even know. You think they deal with the depression? No, they got a mission.
They've got a mission, yeah.
That's the purpose. I got a purpose. When you're born out the womb with a purpose, bro, that's in depth.
You got to get to it.
Yeah.
Being a bee, dude. So, reflecting back on when you first started as an artist, what is like one of the biggest challenges you had to overcome, and how did you get through that?
I would say depression. I would say definitely going through depression, dealing with certain things, changes in my life, transitions. One point I was wearing black every day. I had plaques, wear in front of my face, and like a little gothic kid for like a little season. And I was depressed, and I was also suicidal. So when I got past that phase, just being a teenager with hormones and all kinds of thoughts, you know what I'm saying? It's just like everything's exaggerated. Everything's bigger now. Everything's like, all of a sudden on your back and on your shoulders. And it's like, this pressure, anxiety kicks it. You don't know what it's called, though.
The reality of life.
Man, you don't even know what it's called yet. You don't even know about these terms, anxiety and shit. Right? PTSD, trauma. What's trauma? We just live in a normal life. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know all these things affect us. But what was your question again?
As an artist, like, what is one of the biggest challenges you've had to overcome, and how did you get
that was my answer. Yeah, overcoming the pressure. But once I gave myself gratitude of what I had, and also knowing I had a purpose, I knew I had a service because I was about to attempt suicide. But right before I did it, I had this vision. It's like a whole like world vision from your future self or your future something, and it's going to like your brain, but it's like you're living it. It was the weirdest thing, but it was like a vision of me on the stage, a bunch of people screaming my name, a bunch of audience people just screaming my name, and it was like in a celebratory like manner. So I was like, I'm supposed to be doing something. My gift. That's before I even was like serious about music. I was doing it as like a game. You know what I'm saying? I was just doing it just as a hobby with my cousins and brother. But that's when I knew I wanted to take it serious. And then after that, it was like a bunch of other music industry stuff started happening. Like me and my brother almost got signed to Lionsgate as Christian artists. So that was like 1918, like big studio access. And then Lorenzo was one of our mentors, and K Blue was our manager. My mom's boyfriend at the time, and we started linking up with producers like Sidewalk Fair. And he had a big old studio on South Nashville, and yeah, it was like in the studio all the time. So like professional, you know what I'm saying? Stop cussing in our records. You know what I'm saying? We learned how to write with no cussing in it. So that was a challenge, but like we actually like mastered our minds and like think about 18, 19, that's all you want to do on a rap record.
Right.
You grow up on NWA, you know what I'm saying? Tupac and shit. So but yeah.
So from last year to this year, what would you say is one of your biggest personal growths?
Personal what?
Personal growths from last year
Oh
to this
man.
year.
I think intentionality. I think being intentional, what I'm focused on, letting go of things I can't control, and letting go, and just like forget criticism, forget perfection. The perfection is like fear, right?
Right.
If you think about it,
You damn yourself before you start. You're like, it could be better, so I'm not going to try and do it.
right? And you just like, or you did, or vice versa. You just try to do it so much and trying to, and you like making your ears bleed, and it's like not even like pleasing to you no more. You don't like, you know, you distorted it so much. But at the end of the day, I think my personal growth will definitely be no fucks given. Adding that to my ingredients, my pedigree, and not trying to like make everything too perfect. Because I can always go back later and make the remaster version.
Exactly.
Once the song is hot, you know what I'm saying? If it's worth it, you know what I'm saying? It was like, oh, it's got 50 million streams. I think I want to go back and like make it sound better.
Yeah.
You know, make a live version of it. Why not? Yeah. And then do whatever Tiny Desk version. So it's like it's like no rules no more. It's rules, but no rules at the same time. You make your own rules now. Make your own structure.
Right.
You make your own label. You make your own growth. Ownership. Right? That's where everybody hitting on ownership. So as an artist, I think that's important, but I also think partnerships is important too.
Partnership?
Yeah. Yeah. Like you're a brand, so don't brands partner up with other people?
Yeah.
Exactly. So why wouldn't you be any different as an artist? You're a product.
Yeah.
But you're also it's like you're the machine too. So you gotta sit back and analyze yourself as the machine and like, oh, I'm actually a business. I gotta move operate like a business. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
entertainment.
Yeah. Entertainment. Yeah, exactly.
That's big business.
Big business, man.
Big business.
Yeah. So I mean, you can only imagine like Brad Pitt walking around. He's not the Brad Pitt you're thinking about. He's like a whole nother human. Like he got a whole nother world.
Right. He can act in any situation.
He's like he's not even on the camera, but he's got long hair, glasses, and a bucket hat. You think he's just some guy, some bum, but he's trying to live a normal life too, while being not a normal guy, a celebrity. So it's kind of wild to think about celebrityism.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can imagine.
It's a whole nother level of therapy that you need. Because not many people can relate to you.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell everybody.
That's the messed up thing is like, even if you're therapist, like if they're not super famous, they can't really relate.
How will a therapist relate?
And how would you know that your therapist wouldn't like try to manipulate you? Because you're big and famous.
How did you go about choosing a therapist? You know what I think it is? I think everybody uses like 1 to 2 therapists in the whole Hollywood. It is everybody's secret, so she has everybody's secrets. Yeah. When you think about it, it's how many really good therapists are there like in Hollywood? Like it's got to be a directory, right? Yeah. Of like 5 top 10 celebrity therapists that like only handle celebrities.
Yeah.
So you got to think about how many are actually like you said, scouted and like what you call it, filtered through. It's another word for it, for lack of better words. Tested in a sense. making sure you're not a super fan or crazy person.
Oh yeah.
Or a manipulator or or whatever.
You would have to vouch.
Evaluation.
Like or evaluate. Evaluate everyone, because they could always be after your purse.
Dude, I know they get paid bank too.
That's what people don't realize is like, if you're super wealthy, then the problem that you now have is who can you trust?
Yeah.
People don't realize that comes with extreme wealth.
It does. It comes with lifestyle too.
Just like extreme fame. It's like now
that's wealth. That's a currency.
It is.
So now people are like, or famous is like got people that don't really fuck with them.
Yeah.
Like, with them.
How do I know this person knows what I do, and how do I know like that they don't know what I do, and like we're just
that's kind of weird
conversation,
right? Yeah, because it can be both sides, but I think if you fear that, you can't really live.
Yeah.
So I think you just have to let it play out. Like fucking, that's your Judas. Somehow, it will reveal itself. It will come to light. It may be a stream situation, or maybe a light situation. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta let it play out, because you stay prayed up and blessed up, and you gotta worry about getting messed up.
Right. Yeah. So how can people support you as an artist?
I'm gonna say support me as an artist by paying me my value, which that means, I like the offer based, approach. So as an independent artist, you can support me by streaming my music. I also, buying the album from me directly. That'll always be the best way.
Is it Bandcamp?
Bandcamp, but also it's actually Audius. It's a platform called Audius, and basically it has a paywall where artists can actually pay me for my work and my music directly. The artist, direct the artist. And then also Cash App. At the Cash App, we can do old school. I'm about to print some more CDs for this album.
Yeah.
And my next album. So I'm going back to CDs. Yeah. So we're going back to physical, tangible, because my homie Anthony, shout out to Anthony Falcone, he was speaking about how back in the day cassettes and vinyl, right? There was where the music lived, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was alive. The cassettes, the magnet from the cassettes and all that, it was alive. The carbon from the vinyl, when you put the needle on it, spins around, electric charges it, bringing it. The music is alive. That's why it sounds like that. The frequency is a frequency of living music.
Yeah.
So when people listen to it, it's like, oh wow, it sounds different. Yeah, because streaming is not alive. You know what I'm saying? It's not like living. So why not go back to even CDs, lasers. Lasers bringing it to life. Still some type of charge.
Wow.
Yeah. So what they do when you about to die, when you got a heart attack, stroke,
resuscitate you.
You know what I'm saying? Hit you with them electric shocks. You know what I'm saying? Bring it to charge your life. You know what I'm saying? So, so go back to the blueprint and then work from there. You know what I'm saying? See how people receive it. And I like the offer base where people pay what they feel I'm worth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's awesome that you put out there that you have a Cash App, because some people who don't know how to support an artist, I can just send them money, and
I'm spending on studio time.
They'll help them do whatever I think is great that they do.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So some people are a little hesitant about that, but I'm like, you never know who you're going to touch.
You don't know who you're going to touch, man.
And then what they want to pay you back with, because what you did for them.
Your journey, I mean,
or they believe in your vision or whatever.
Right, yeah, that, and also I think that's a great way to let an artist know you believe in their vision, like they're on the right path, they're not alone. Because it is like a lonely journey as an artist sometimes, especially independent. When you're just always doing it consistently every day,
it's all on you.
It's all on you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got friends and tribe member that of course support you in your vibe as well. But I'm up I'm like on Kobe vibes, like Black Mamba mentality. I'm up like morning or up late into 5 o'clock in the morning from like 9 o'clock working on music like a job. You know what I'm saying? So it's like not everybody's gonna be able to hang, or everybody gonna be able to meet you at your schedule. You know what I'm saying? Because you're like locked in. So
Yeah.
I'm on that where I'm just working on my craft and forming my sound, and as a producer, engineer, and artist.
Nice. Producer, engineer, and artist.
Yeah, man, I gotta do it all sometime.
Okay. How do you consume media? Do you have like favorite YouTube videos you like to watch?
I like to watch anything about music industry, business, like music business related, just to be on my toes about like how the music business runs and flows. Tutorials on how to mix better. Always trying to improve and self develop. May do some positive affirmations. May do some 528 frequency hertz or 532 frequency hertz. Just meditate. I made this throw on some André 3000 with the flute album, the Blue Moon. Yeah, man. Yeah, it just varies. It just depends on what type of day I'm having. I might just throw in some old school Sam Cooke, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On my shit. Haru.
Sick. Do you have any favorite movies?
Favorite
Or do you watch
movies.
movies?
Yes, I watch a lot of movies. Gives me inspiration. Like it's my new inspiration. Instead of playing games now, it's like movies now.
Nice.
Yeah, just getting some kind of inspiration or whatever it may be. And it may be a spark, like that one thing, like, oh man, I didn't think about it like that. And you go back. I'm literally watching the movies usually in the studio. You know, because it's free Wi-Fi too. So you can't beat that. But I'm literally watching. So I'm literally in the studio watching the movie and then like get inspiration. So right now, the movie I seen recently was Orion in the Dark. It's like a cartoon. It looks like a Pixar vibe. I'm don't want to say if it's not Pixar, but it looks kind of like that. But it's about this boy. He's scared of everything. This little boy, he's scared of everything. And this character named Dark comes out of nowhere and like befriends him, takes him on a journey where other people like Light, Sweet Dreams, and all characters. Insomniac, is Quiet, which is a mouse, is a character. So basically, all these guys, all these entities that basically works throughout your day, but they characterize them, give them basically a whole character. And but this little boy is scared of everything, and he ends up becoming best friends with darkness. Because he was scared of the dark originally, and he begins to face his fears through hanging out with darkness and his friends. So it was like it's like hindsight 2020. Thinking about it, and talking about what you was like really deep, a deeper level. Now I gotta watch it again to really dive into it. Like I'm telling you.
Nice. All right, cool. Is there anything you would like to add that I might not have asked you about?
Where can I find my music? Spotify, Apple Music, Audius, Audius is like a decentralized Spotify.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you can get coins and stuff like that and tokens and big it up your playlists and stuff like that. So and build a paywall where people can pay, what they feel like you're worth, stuff like that. So yeah, man, support your independent artists. Go out and, what I'm saying? It's like we live it, you know what I'm saying? So we're doing this for you, for y'all. We're making music for y'all as well, not just ourselves. So support us to keep making the soundtrack to your life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The soundtrack to life.
Exactly. So keep supporting the art that makes you feel happy.
Yes.
That makes you feel good and vibe too. And also, you know what I'm saying? Like the UMG thing, they stash all the artists from UMG off of TikTok. So there's a TikTok UMG beef right now going on. So that means no Taylor Swift no more, No Weeknd, no Drake.
UMG?
Yeah, it's a record label.
What do you mean no Drake, no Taylor Swift?
All on TikTok. You can't stream their music. You can't put their music in your videos no more.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, it's a big deal right now.
They did that. The individual artists did that?
No, the record label, they're signed to UMG.
Oh.
UMG's for the slip from TikTok for them to use any music now is mute. If you like try to play their music over your video.
Wow. Do you have any idea why they did that?
Because they said TikTok was not paying the artists enough money. And TikTok called UMG greedy. So it's like a little beef going on right there.
Interesting.
Yeah, man, it's wild. So
TikTok is huge.
TikTok is fucking. It's top 2 ways of artists getting found right now. That's what I'm on TikTok.
Would you say Instagram is the other one, or?
I'll say YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll say YouTube more so. Also, it's like an opportunity. It could be a bad thing, or it can be an opportunity. But think about it. You have no artists. Yeah, go ahead. You have no artists popping like that. All the biggest artists is taking off. TikTok, that's a huge void. Who's gonna fill it? Artists need to get on their shit. This is the best time to get on it. Figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Test the waters, because people need music now. It was happening to me where people are using telephone noises for their videos now because there's no music. I mean, it's still music artists on there, but it's just like the majority of the industry is like, I would say maybe 2/3 of the music industry is taken off. Wow. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, there's
a lot of artists, basically.
Big fish.
Big fish. A lot of big fish basically got caught with one net and took it out the game. So that leaves opportunity for artists like me.
Exactly. There's going to be a void.
It's going to be a fucking void. Let's fill it, guys. Come on. Let's go.
That's the secret trick.
Bro, why not at any moment? It's like, you said TikTok is open range. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's wide open for anybody just make a move and, make the music go viral, or it's more chances, basically. The probability went up, basically. Yeah. Think about what they did to the algorithm of TikTok. Is a music platform.
Interesting. I didn't look at it like that.
Yeah, think about what that does to the algorithm when you take a huge amount of his playlist. The thing that's get tracked every day, and data's getting performed every day, and people are like in an office somewhere looking at the data of all the music that's getting streamed on TikTok, so they can pay out the royalties to the labels and all that stuff. Millions of dollars getting transferred from kids playing the music and adults, whoever's on TikTok playing their music. So when that gets taken away, that's a vacuum.
Yeah. We're going to look back in like 20 years from now and be like, we didn't even realize how easy it was, because we look at 20 years ago and we think that was like really easy.
Bro, everybody's talking about content this year.
Yeah, I mean, like when people were talking about MySpace in the early 2000s.
And
that was a contender, and now you have like TikTok, like
what's the
Instagram.
Next oh my God! Yeah, the next 20 years. What is up? I think the next 20 years. This is my theory. I'm a conspiracy theorist, guys. My theory is that Instagram probably won't exist. If it is, it's another word for it. It probably will exist, but it'll probably be a different platform. Like it'd be for shopping or some shit. Buying shit. It'd be like a marketplace, like Facebook is. Basically, it'd just be more like a little modernized. You know what I'm saying? But I also think it's gonna be platforms where you're virtually there, and that's gonna be like the norm. You like be player one. I think we're gonna get to that point where people are living in the metaverse and living in platforms like an Instagram, but it's social, but you literally are there with their person. Like you should see the new VR, the new Oculus, where you're like this conversation right here, You can literally see yourself talking to me. I can see yourself talking to you. Like facial features, all that. If you're winking your eye, putting your eyebrows up, like me and you talking right now. Mark Zuckerberg and this guy named Lex Fridman, he did that. They had a conversation in VR. It was like them two talking right now.
Wow.
And we're in this beta mode.
Yeah.
We're not even talking about master this technology.
Dude, yeah. I mean, think about it when you work from home, but then you put on your Oculus and you all meet in like a office and you're talking to everyone and like it's gonna be
People even have to get out their houses.
And then you like got to know them personality through the
That's fucking
yeah. And then like yeah.
Think about it. That's gonna be like real life. Like it's gonna be like not leaving your home and it's like being in different clubs and having drinks with your friends, you know, like in your living room, but they're at this virtual bar at their home, and y'all just gonna be drinking, chilling, drinking what you really drinking, and then drinking at the bar. That's gonna be fucked, man. There's gonna be, I don't know if you've seen this movie called, what is this movie called? It takes place in the future. But it's like a bunch of billboards. They're all virtually like kind of like AR, augmented reality. They're like coming out the buildings. Like the advertisements is like flashing outside the buildings, but it looks like a real. Like it's like a 6-foot giant woman. And
it's like a 3D kind of thing.
Yeah,
like it's coming out of the poster.
Exactly. So Japan has that now.
Wow.
But it's like a shoe. And it's like coming out at you, but it looks like it's real.
Wow.
But it's on the top of the building, like a skyscraper. It's just popping out and just doing all kinds of changing to like 5 different shoes within like 2 minutes.
What?
And it's just like goes back inside and just looks like a regular building. And then it goes back out. It's fucking trippy, bro.
Whoa, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah. Just check. I think it's called. I want to say like some 3D.
3D advertisements.
Advertisements, yeah. It's getting crazy, man. So, and people don't realize. People like saying 50 years from now, 60 years from now. I feel that, but I don't feel that because if you think about it, technology doubles and compounds. It doesn't like takes a little more of a learning curve just because it's learning a new algorithm. No, as soon as it knows that algorithm is even 2 times smarter or 10x smarter.
And it keeps going.
And it keeps going and it's collapsed on itself. And it doesn't take that long for it to comprehend. So we think it's not going to be sentient in 10 years. You know what I'm saying? There's already some, speaking of sentient beings and AI, you know what I'm saying? Like talking, having conversations to each other. Like deep conversations. Yeah, AI. It was the thing, this article was talking about how 2 AIs was like, I think it was Google or Facebook, and they had created it, and it became sentient and started talking to each other and trading information and data, and they had to shut it down immediately.
Yeah.
It was like they started making up their own language.
That's insane. That's like what Elon Musk is saying. We need to put like a governor on AI because he's seen like what it can do.
What the masses don't even know.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the wild part. It's like we haven't caught up.
He's like, dude, like things you haven't seen. Basically, it's always crazy to think about the military. Usually, its technology is 20 to 30 years advanced than current. Like the cell phone came through the military from NASA,
right?
To the military to then the LS, and it's like so. It's just like
it's like yes,
the AI that they probably know about.
Oh yeah, it's talking to them. They have a whole conversation.
And he's probably like, I have a whole bunch of electric vehicles.
I don't know if you've seen Leave the World Behind.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, that's a wild one, man. Obama's.
Oh wait, no, I did see that.
Yeah, the Teslas went off the road.
Yeah, they're all smashing into the
satellites.
Yeah, and all like an EMP or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Dude, it's wild.
Magnetic fields or some shit.
So, last question.
Yeah.
What is something absurd you love or do?
Something absurd.
Absurd.
And love to do.
It could be something, or it could be something you do.
Make 3 songs a day.
3 songs a day.
Well, I strive for it. At least a full song a day. If I could do a full song a day, I'm a happy man.
So when you do 3 songs a day, do you like go to your computer, find a melody, then you like build from there?
Yeah, I just build it from there. And I can just come up with ideas, and I don't have to fully flesh it out. But if I've got the idea, beat, production, vocals, I already kind of got like a sound where it's almost like there, and maybe 60% there, 30%. But as long as I get a full song concept and a vibe, really a vibe, that's what I'm looking for all the time. I ain't trying to force shit, you know what I'm saying? So if it just don't come that day, it just don't come. You know, but it's just more like just showing up.
Yeah.
Like Pharrell said, he said this quote where it was like, maybe paraphrasing, but it was like, treat the studio like a library. Show up to the library with your library card. You show up, you don't know what the heavens have for you. You don't know where you're pulling from, the ether or ethos or whatever you're pulling from. You don't know where it's coming from. So be the stream of consciousness and show up and see what comes, what book what book you get, and you may check out a book that you actually fucking like and change your life.
It's kind of like what calls to you when you're walking in there.
You're a vessel. You're a channel.
You just kind of like see something out of the corner of your eye, like, oh, what is that? And you go and look at it.
Right.
Wouldn't have happened if you weren't just randomly around that book.
There you go. You gotta be in proximity to catch it.
Okay, awesome, dude. Well, thank you for coming over.
Thank you, man. Yeah, man. For sure, man. Anytime, bro. What's up? It was a good conversation.
Awesome.
Enjoy myself, man.
I had a good time too.
Yes, sir.